Hello, my friends. Hi. I'm sitting outside. It's kind of gloomy. Anyways, I did a premiere of some of the things that I'm going to bring to auction tonight. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Donatella Botolino, but I go by Donna. My friends call me Donna. And I have a channel actually called My Friends Call Me Donna. Anyways, I put together some bundles for tonight. I wanted to just do a quick hello. I've never really done an introduction, but this is who I am. I'm a mom. I have 4 kids. I live in Palm Beach. I do auctions on my channel almost every day. If I'm not on my channel, I'm on T's channel. T is my auctioneer, but first friend. She's my friend and my auctioneer. She lives in Long Island, New York, and we get together. We split up the time. We do half the auctions on her channel, half the auctions on my channel. It's a great collaboration. It's a wonderful friendship. I'm very, very fortunate, very, very lucky to have her in my life. And so I wanted to show you some of the things that I'm going to be bringing to auction tonight and almost every night. These are things that I have access to almost on a regular basis. I buy storage units, and you'll see in one of the pictures, I build lots, and when I have a bin that's full enough to bring to auction, I bring it to auction. I also have a wonderful relationship with lots of great charity stores around town where they call me when they have things in abundance, when businesses go out and they donate to a charity store and they get 1,000 belts, for example. I did buy 1,000 belts and I still have some. I've sold quite a few. They'll call me and have me come down and I'll pick up the belts. And then I also buy pallets. I buy pallets full of shelf pulls, which is a great thing for me also, because I'm able to bring you brand new things with tags for you to resell. I have a lot of experience selling on eBay. I had an eBay store that had 4,000 plus items before I decided to go to auction and sell my inventory auction style. So I have a lot of experience on eBay. I have an eBay store now, but it's tiny, tiny, little. I basically only really started it and posted some things because I wanted to go on my friend Courtney's show, who's a Bolo Buddies, which if you haven't subscribed to her, please do. She's amazing. And you can learn so much from her bolos that she provides to people. And we have a really great channel. We have really great friends. I have Robin in my life, who is Because She Shed, and Argyle, the sock puppet. He's wonderful too. And they make appearances on my channel all the time, and they just bring so much laughter to the audience, and I'm so grateful for that. I'm grateful for all of you. You guys bring so much joy to me, and I really look forward to being online. Sometimes I'm very sad, and you guys know my situation of why I'm sad. And then I get online and I kind of forget all about it. So I really appreciate it. Today's Mother's Day, and I'm really looking forward to spending the evening with you guys. I'm gonna bring some great things. I'm gonna do a little slideshow of photos right after this message of my family, so that you can kind of see pictures of my family. And we'll see you tonight at 7. We pushed the auction, usually it's at 9, but we're going on at 7. So we'll see you real soon. My lots are built. We're ready to go. So enjoy the preview, and thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Hey guys, okay, so here we go. Having experience with selling on eBay and some of the other local reselling sites, I really have an understanding for what people are looking for and what people like to buy. So that's the type of things that I like to bring to auction. I don't just cater to resellers. I also have customers that buy for their own personal use. I have a lot of customers that are not resellers, but they just love the old photographs or the perfumes or the scarves or whatever it is that I'm bringing. Usually I bring things in huge lots. Every once in a while I'll put things in smaller lots so that my viewers, my friends, my customers don't have to buy 25 of one thing. They can just buy, we call them one-offs on our channels. So, so on almost every auction you can find me selling glasses. And for example, these are vintage. They're absolutely beautiful. So these are Ted Labitus, Paris, France. And these are vintage, and vintage glasses sell like crazy. They are so desirable. But along with vintage glasses, a lot of the times you'll see me bring things like Jessica Simpson. Beautiful. And I sell these in lots, you know, and every once in a while I'll sell them as one-offs, but these are Converse. These are a great pair of Converse. Sometimes they have prescriptions and sometimes they're just straight up lenses. You can take the glasses to your local optician. You can have the nose pads changed out if you're a reseller or even for personal use. You can have the nose pads taken out. You can have the lenses changed. You can have the lenses popped out. If you do sell them on eBay and they do have prescription lenses in them, I do recommend that you remove the RX, the prescription, which is not allowed. Another item that I sell in bulk and sometimes singly are watches. I get lots of beautiful, beautiful watches. A lot of my watches are found in storage units, but I also buy watches in bulk, huge bulk, and I have to go through them, as well as my sunglasses. I have to go through them and I have to pick out the best of the best, and every once in a while we'll find a vintage gem in there. Sometimes they could be gold, sometimes it could be diamonds, you just never know. But I have to buy it in bulk, huge, enormous bulk, and I go through it. And I do that also with my jewelry. So for example, you could find a treasure in something like this. Here's a typical jewelry jar, is as my friend T calls it, jewelry jar. So this will be going up for auction tonight. This is all bracelets, this whole entire, so this is a great reseller bowl. This is all bracelets for the reseller. So that's an example of something that I bring. Here's another example of one of my jars that I bring. Now this has a combination of watches, keychains, earrings, necklaces, bracelets, crafting items, new items, things that's still in boxes, things still in wrappers, all kinds of stuff. So this is like a mystery. It's a mystery jar. You just don't know what you're gonna get. So this is, we have one of these almost at every single auction that we have. I either have a jewelry jar or a crafter's jar. I call this a crafter's jar even though there's items in here that are not crafter's items. Another item that we always have is video games. Video games sell really well. So we have video games almost every auction. Sometimes I'm lucky enough to get the NES ones, the old ones, like the Zelda and the really awesome ones. But the PlayStations, the Wiis, PlayStation 1, 2, 3, 4, Xbox One, Xbox, all of those I buy in bulk, and those are readily available at any one of my auctions all the time. Another item that I love to source and have for you is vintage pins. This is something that's going to be coming up for auction tonight. It's absolutely beautiful, and this is another item that I buy in bulk, and I have to weed through and pick out all the pretty ones. And so this is this is an example of vintage pins that you could find at one of my auctions. So you just never know. These are just some examples. I'll try to bring a lot of these items tonight. Whoops. Here's a beautiful Anna Lee collection. These Anna Lee dolls are made in Meredith, New Hampshire, and some of them are really old. They have numbers on them, like this one's 1987. 1987. So the older they are, the more collectible they are, the more sought after they are. Here is, oops, he came out of his stand. Here's Santa. And this one is, oh, it's right here. Anna Lee doll. All of them, they have a code. They usually have a year. So this one here is not, this one here does not have a tag on it, which is very strange because all Anna Lee dolls have, oh, here it is. I'm sorry, 1987 as well. Their faces were hand painted. It says his name is Thorndike, is the designer, oh no. Anna Lee. Thorndike is the designer of the handcrafted doll. The Thorndike family and their group of local New Hampshire craftsmen hope you'll enjoy its whimsical charm for many years. This doll's mobility and flexibility allow you to create your own ideas in positioning, resulting in the best display for decorations. So I have a whole entire, I love Anna Lee. Coming originally from Boston, we would go to the Anna Lee factory in Meredith, New Hampshire once a year, and they would sell like last year's models. And I remember going up there, and it was like the big highlight of the year to go up to the Anna Lee factory. Can't find his tag, but I'm sure he has one also. But you can see these are all from the 80s, so these are really highly sought after. And we also have collectibles, like for example, the Barbies. Some of this kind of stuff comes out of storage units. What I do is I bundle them together until I have a good size bundle to be able to bring to auction. And we have her, and here's an Arizona Barbie, which is really awesome. And here's a Teresa. That's my tea up in New York. This one is a Teresa Barbie. And here we have a twirling ballerina Teresa. Now, some of these are really easy. All you do is scan that barcode right there, and you find it on eBay, and it's such an easy list. Here's a Christmas one, which is really cool. And here is a African American one. Look at how beautiful. The angel. She's absolutely gorgeous. So some of these will be bringing to auction tonight, and this whole bucket is full of them, and there's even some Monster High at the bottom. Another one of my things that I bring, oh, look at the vintage Barbie case. Vintage Barbie case, vintage Barbie dolls, vintage Barbie clothes. We have so many vintage items that we bring. Here we have a whole entire bucket full of Cabbage Patch dolls. Now, I know some of these can be highly collectible. These are all from the 80s. These are all the originals. And I have literally a 25-gallon tote filled with Cabbage Patch dolls, which are really awesome. So those will be bringing to auction. Another one of my things that I have is always is Build-A-Bear. And a lot of these Build-A-Bears, you can see this one lights up. Can you see the ears light up? Can you see that? And it sings. A lot of my Build-A-Bears are shelf pulls. So basically when Build-A-Bear does, they'll take these bears and they'll dress them up and they'll put them on display in the store, and then they'll retire the bear. You don't go into Build-A-Bear and see them like 50% off. They never discount their items. What they do is they send them back to the warehouse and they will sell them off in pallets to people that go and buy pallets. So a lot of my Build-A-Bears that you get are shelf pulls. They are brand new, never been played with, and I almost always have Build-A-Bears. Always, always, always. Some of them are so collectible. So I have a huge bucket here behind me full of Build-A-Bears, and I'll be bringing some of these tonight as well. I haven't brought Build-A-Bears for a while. I also bring silver. I bring real silver, 925. I will always tell you when something is 925 and let you know that it's 925. Sometimes when people buy things like this from me, I don't always examine everything. I'll just throw them on. And sometimes people are lucky enough to find silver, gold. You just never know. People have bought jewelry jars and found that. So, I mean, you just don't know. Anything is possible. I know that there's a really beautiful Michael Kors bracelet there. And the reason why I know it's Michael Kors is because I thought it was beautiful. And I'm like, what's this? And I looked at it. Then I thought, maybe I'll keep this. But no, I decided not to. I'm selling it. So I'm going to move these watches and these sunglasses. And I'm going to show you some albums. I almost always have albums as well. So, The Great Birds, Peter Frampton, Dave Edmunds again, The Kinks, the Eagles, the Rolling Stones. So you never know. Bob Dylan, the Moody Blues, the Kinks again. I always have a huge assortment. Jay Giles, Peter Frampton, Neil Young, Jimi Hendrix, Bob Dylan, Bad Company. Yeah, so just to give you an idea, just on and on and on. And then in addition to rock and roll, I also have classic. I also have 80s pop, but I also have these. These are really awesome. This is a great collection. These are, they come with a book with certificates, and they're, I have a lot of these. This is Reflection and Mediation. I'm reading it upside down. The earliest 20th century. I mean, they just go on, and they are in meticulous condition. Perfect, perfect condition. These came from a storage unit. A lot of them. I have a lot of these. And what did I miss? What did I miss? I'm gonna have some Christmas. I have the vintage Christmas trees. I also have a white one like this, which is much, much bigger. I have two of these that I kept to myself that are so, so awesome. And you never know. I bought 1,000 belts one time. You never know. I might have some belts at auction tonight. People were requesting belts. I've sold a lot of belts. And then I almost always, you'll find clothes. Some new with tags. I try to bring mostly all designer clothes. Yeah, so pants, shirts, tops, ties, it all depends. I'll have some vintage papers tonight. I'll have some vintage photographs tonight. I'll have some NASCAR tonight, perhaps some Hot Wheels. We'll see how many items we can get through. Okay, so any day of the week, you never know what you're gonna find. I'm always putting together bundles. I really appreciate you watching. Please hit the bell icon, subscribe, leave a comment down below. It helps with the video. I'm looking forward to seeing you tonight on my channel at 7 o'clock, and you can see the schedule in the description as to what days we are on what channel. Okay? Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll catch you later. Thanks.